Welcome to See These CDs. This YouTube channel will be dedicated to highlighting various CDs from my personal collection, some of my favorites. And really it's just to highlight the overall packaging of the CD, the album art, and the cover design. I want to try to give a glimpse to just the overall YouTube community and online audience of what it would be like if you actually purchase a CD versus just listening to the MP3s. I know nowadays it's a lot about streaming. It's very rare that like your music listener will purchase a physical album. So I just want to give a glimpse into what it would be like if you were to own the CD, be able to look at the booklet and the overall cover and case of the album. If you couldn't already tell, the first CD that we'll be covering is Childish Gambino's or Donald Glover's sophomore album, Because the Internet, which was released in December 10th, 2013. The CD was released under Glass Note and Island Records. It clocks in at just under an hour at 57 minutes and 52 seconds. It was designed by Brian Roettinger, which is a graphic designer that has worked with a lot of heavy hitters in the industry and has some decent accolades under his belt. He was actually nominated for a Grammy for working with an experimental rock group named Sister World on their CD, Liars. He's also worked with the likes of Jay-Z for the CD Magna Carta Holy Grail. Brian's work tends to allow the fan to interact with the packaging and the album art. It provides another experience and an additional layer, typically, to the overall fan's experience. The cover art is lenticular, which I'm sure some of you may have already noticed, just based on the slight shifts in the camera. If I'm going to pick it up a little bit just to give you a better perspective. When you move it against the light or you just take a different perspective to the front of it, you notice it kind of turns into like a 16-bit type of image. It plays further into the whole concept of because the internet. When I was doing a little bit of reading on the design online, apparently it's supposed to be like like a GIF, one of those images that moves, typically online. So I mean, yeah, it definitely plays into the whole idea of because the internet and feeds into and adds to the overall concept, enriching the experience for the fan. I thought it was really cool when I first saw the album art. Walking up to it in the CD store or Newbury Comics, FYE, wherever I went, which each step I took, I noticed it shifting as I made my way over to the rack where the CD was sitting. It just leaped off the shelf and it made that initial appeal, which is always nice. It grabs you or it pulls you in. It encourages you or enthralls the fan to want to check it out. Another thing I've noticed over the past couple of years when me buying CDs is that there's definitely been like a shift. It would seem from like the typical plastic CD cover and casing, with like the slips of the art inside. And it's now kind of transitioned into this like almost like a booklet with multiple pages. Typically, it's just like a fold, like it'll just be like a folder, maybe with like a centerpiece and then like two pockets that come out. But Childish Gambino's artwork, or I guess I should say Brian Roettinger's, has a little more depth to it. It more so opens up to a bigger image, or a bigger picture rather, with these geometric shapes and patterns. I'll try to open it the best I can so you guys can see at home. And then there's on the back of it, it continues with the lenticular graphic. Just on the back of the CD when it's basically folded up. We have more of the geometric shapes and patterns, and then it's the overall CD title with some credits on the back as well. The CD as well as the booklet is housed in pockets, which can be found here and here on the CD. The geometric shapes and patterns are continued on the print of the CD. If you just want to pull that out a bit, give you guys a good look at that. Yeah, see it goes hand in hand with the the rest of the theme of the album, and the theme is also continued, but a little more simple when we get to the booklet. It follows just that red and white theme. If you can see, it's just basically a track listing. which is the first time we've seen a track listing in this packaging thus far, with some credits for each one of the songs. I imagine they probably wanted to go a little bit more simple with the booklet, considering Mr. Roettinger outdid himself with the rest of the packaging. Overall, I mean, I think this the packaging, the cover design, and just overall artwork, the aesthetic of this CD is really just amazing. It's great. Really adds to overall experience the fan gets when they purchase Childish Gambino CD, and I think it adds to listening experience. I hope you've all enjoyed the first installment of this YouTube series, See These CDs, and taking a deeper look into the work of Brian Roettinger with a collaboration with Childish Gambino on the Because the Internet project. I hope you guys tune in next time. I'm going to continue with this. We'll take a look at a new CD and, just discuss the graphic designer and the overall thought behind it. I want to continue to provide this experience, giving the audience a glimpse into, what it would actually be like if you purchased a full body of work instead of just purchasing maybe like a single or, a few of your favorite songs. Like I said, this is See These CDs. I hope you all enjoyed. All right, peace, people. I'm out.